Yes, guys, welcome back to the channel. Big up to every single one of you. First of all, I want you all to smash the like button, and I want you to subscribe if you're new. But today we've got an Arsenal fan on, Arsenal X-rated, for a combined 11. Shout your team out, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, first off, thank you very much for being here. And like the gentleman to my left said, make sure you drop a like, drop a sub. It's always appreciated. Help the channel grow. He talks his stuff, mate. I'm the same as well. Arsenal X-rated TV. You're more than welcome to drop us a like and a sub if you're a Man United fan, especially if you're an Arsenal fan. Come on, you Gunners. Yeah, looking forward to it, mate. Thank you very much for having me on.
No worries, man. No worries, man. How are you today, mate?
Yeah. Like I said, it's not too bad, really. Do you know what I mean? I've got a week off of work, but I've got a list full of things to do, mate. Taking the kids to school this morning, so there's never a day off, mate. Never a day off at all. Yeah, more work now than it is actually at work. To be fair, fella. What about yourself?
I'm still half asleep, bro. I woke up about 2 hours ago. I'm still half asleep. But yeah. We're just getting straight into it, and that's what they all came here for the combined 11. So we're gonna start off in goal, and we'll do right back, left back, centre back, the midfield, and then attack, like do it in order rather than just do random positions. But yeah, I think the goalkeeper is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, he's got the most clean sheets in the league this season. He's got the least amount of goals. No, we've got the second least amount of goals. You can see the less goals than Arsenal. I think, yeah, the FA Cup winner, league winner, Italian league winner. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I think Onana goes in.
Yeah, we're gonna have some disagreements here, aren't we, mate?
Well, I think who are you getting for? You putting?
I'm going to put David Raya in. Yeah. So this is the reason why. I mean, you're talking about a player that won the Golden Glove last season. He's been our. If he ain't been our player of the season this year, he's absolutely been in our top three. The games that he's kept us in has just been unbelievable. He's also nominated in FIFA 11, one of 6 Arsenal players, by the way. None for Manchester United. I just had that. FIFA Men's 11 World Team.
But who got nominated? Who are these 6 players that got put in the FIFA 11? Because if 6 Arsenal players got put in the FIFA 11 and they haven't won a trophy, 6 players got put in the FIFA 11. No way. Ahead of Madrid. Ahead of Madrid in that.
Yeah. No, it's not. If the starting 11, they're nominated.
Oh, they're nominated.
Yeah, they're nominated.
No United players got nominated.
None, mate. Do you know what? I was looking at it yesterday, fella, and I was obviously going through to just see what Premier League sort of based players were sort of in there. And yeah, do you know what? Yeah, to my little bit of a surprise, there actually weren't any Manchester United players in there. Yeah. There were 6 Arsenal ones, but you couldn't put them. You couldn't put some of them in there this year. I mean, we'll get to the other sort of teams, but do you know what I mean? I would have thought that you'd have gone with a bit of David Raya. You know, he's been fantastic, and I mean, look at all the blunders Onana's been making. I mean, he's a mistake waiting to happen.
He's absolutely dragged us points this season. Like he's genuinely kept us clean sheets. Yeah, genuinely. Like against Palace, obviously you know about Eddie Nketiah, bro, but he was literally he had the easiest chance ever, and he's jumped at it and he's kicked it so well with such power. It's like like David De Gea used to make the maddest saves ever, like double saves.
I do.
He did double or triple saves, yeah. Onana did the double save, and then bro, against Ipswich as well, he absolutely made a one-on-one with Liam Delap, who's having apparently a great season. Well, he kept him quiet, didn't he? He made a great save against him, bro. He's absolutely made, against Everton, he made a good save in a one-on-one with Calvert-Lewin. Bro, he's dragged us to points this season, and he's got the most clean sheets in the league. We've got the second league. We've actually got a better defense than you this season so far. We've actually got a better defense than you so far this season, and we've seen 3 goals twice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, look, you make obviously if they're facts, they're facts. But I mean, look, I actually think if you're going to go in the defence, I mean, there's 3 probably Arsenal players probably can't argue, but I think you're trying to, man. If you want to stick Onana in there, you can stick Onana in there. I mean, I disagree with it, but listen, I've seen Arsenal play with Raya obviously this season, and it sounds like Raya, and if we're just say going to go from this season, maybe it sounds like Onana and Raya have had very, very, very similar sort of seasons in terms of their outlay, their goalkeeping, keeping their club saving points. you know, if you want to stick an Arna in there,
Right,
you
so
know,
you're willing
it is
to
what it
concede?
is. It sounds like they're 50-50. I'll concede that one, yeah, politely, yeah. I'll concede that one, but there'll be a few that I won't.
We're gonna move on because obviously, you know, don't want to make it too long. Right back, I'm gonna go. So Anana's in goal. We've got right back. I'm gonna put Mazraoui at right forward for right back because Dallow's been quite poor this season, and he's also played left back a lot this season. So I put Mazraoui at right back. We're gonna go 4-3-3. I know we play 3 at the back now, but we're still gonna go 4-3-3. Who are you putting forward?
Yeah, man, I've got to go for Jurrien Timber, man. He's been absolutely electric. I know last season, like, look, you know, he spent a lot of it injured, to be fair. So, you know, if you're going to put Mazraoui in, he weren't really there, was he, last season either? You know, he signed him this summer, of course. So they've got sort of fair outlay in terms of how long they've been at the club, but Jurrien Timber's just been exceptional, absolutely exceptional.
I think
he's Go on. You crack on.
I think Mazraoui's been the best signing of the summer in the Premier League. I don't think there's been a player that's signed. I know he's not. We're still 9th and all that. I get all that, but he's genuinely been unreal. Like, he's had 2 bad games at United. Bro, there's been but as a right back to have the impact he has on a side. Yeah, I would want to put him forward. But obviously, Arsenal fans are raving about Timber.
He's been unbelievable, mate. The fact that he's even, obviously, I'm not going to put him in at left back. I'm not an idiot. But like even when he's played there and been deployed there, he's been fantastic. But since he's come in at right back, look, I know Ben White's got his injury. But to be fair, he's been absolutely electric, and one of the reasons why our right side now is very, very, very dangerous with obviously Odegaard, Saka, and
my man just started hoovering. Oh my gosh! Sorry if you can hear that, boys. But what's it called? Okay, Carl, I just concede Timber. You know, I mean, we need to get on with this. So yeah, I concede Timber because I think they've both been great this season. To be fair, Mazraoui's been brilliant for us. To be fair, he's arguably been our best player this season.
It's been 50-50 so far, really, isn't it? Tight one.
Yeah, to be fair, with the centre backs, I think this one's just self-satisfying. Like, as much as Billet's been good, Martinez is a decent centre half. I think it is just Saliba and Gabriel. I think they're just better than them both. I don't even think. I know Saliba's been shaky this season, but I still think they're just better than Man United's 2 centre backs. To be honest with you,
as a unit, there's no contest from that.
Yeah, there's no contest. Left back, though, I think there is no contest. I don't care how bad Dallow's been this season. He's miles better than Calafiori or whatever, with his jawline and all that, and that with the aura and that. Yeah, and Zinchenko, the politician and that. Yeah, I mean, he ain't getting in. Even then, I could probably put Mazraoui at left back because he has actually played there at left back. He played against. I think you want to say he played left back against Chelsea, against Madueke. He actually pocketed him.
Did he?
Not that that's hard. Yeah, he pocketed him, bro. He didn't have Madueke's not that good, but still, he had him in his back pocket. I'll probably put Mazraoui in the left. Actually, now saying that, I probably would put Mazraoui in the left because he's played left back a few times. So yeah, I think that's better. I think because Dallow's been poor this season. Although he is brilliant, he's been poor this season. So yeah.
I was never going to have any contest with a left back anyway, mate, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? Because we've spent like 150 trying to sort ours, and they're all
your best one still. Your best one was still the player that he had at the club before.
That's exactly right. Yeah. I knew the second we were coming on here, the left back would be an absolute no contest. It's definitely not going to be one of Arsenal's. So almost whoever you want to pick, mate.
Yeah, I'll go Mazraoui. Moving into midfield, though, I'd start off with Partey. I think Partey's... I'll tell you, he throws it. I think Partey's going in. I think he's been brilliant this season. I think other than Caicedo and Gravenberch, I think he's probably been the best DM in the league this season. Yeah. And I always thought Partey was your best midfielder. I always thought he was the most complete. I think he's the most composed in the ball. I think he's got the best passing range. It's miles better than Declan Rice. I think he's miles better than him. Just a better footballer than Declan Rice. Obviously, availability and all that stuff. But in terms of on the ball, Thomas Partey is miles better than him. He can just pass. He can see a pass quicker than Declan Rice can. He's just got an IQ better than him, and he can
receiving the ball. That's it, mate. Receiving the ball from the defence as well, with your back to his goal. Do you know what I mean? One touch, getting out of tight situations, and finding that right pass going forward. Absolutely, Thomas Partey is levels and levels and levels above Declan Rice. He just can't sort of do that. If you want someone to hold that anchor in 6 who can progress, Thomas Partey is one of the best. And like you rightly say, his availability hasn't been the best, really, has it, over the last sort of couple of seasons? But this season, he's been there. Yeah, he has been, and I was going to definitely put him sort of up, but I also know Casemiro's been pretty good this season as well. He has been pretty good.
I'd rather Partey. I think Partey's been more composed on the ball. He's probably been better this season, but plus Casemiro also had a really bad game against Liverpool. And then he also was dropped for a few weeks as well, whereas Partey's been in the side non-stop, played right back and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I'd go him. I'd go Mainu in the left 8. I think he's better player than Rice. I genuinely don't even know why that would even be. I know people will see that as controversial, but I genuinely think he's a miles better footballer than Rice. I don't think Rice can do half the things Mainu could do in football. I saw what Mainu was doing at the Euros. Yeah, and he was carrying Rice. He was carrying that entire England midfield, especially against Netherlands, against Switzerland. I think he's a miles better footballer than Rice. And I think Declan Rice is an average footballer. That's very good off the ball, and that's what makes up for his average footballerness, because he can win you the ball back and things like that. But in terms of as a passer and as a finisher, as a creator, as an intelligent footballer, I don't think he's that. Whereas I think Mainu genuinely has ability to be one of the best midfielders on the planet. I don't think Declan Rice has that ability, unless football completely falls off.
The thing is with Declan Rice as well is you can see that he started a lot of his career at centre back. Do you know what I mean? You can really sort of see that in there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a all right,
do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly right. All right, he's not bad in midfield, like you say, but he's absolutely nothing phenomenal in terms of that. But you can really sort of see that he is a centre back sort of player in midfield. I mean, when Thomas Partey sort of goes or he's injured, I don't mind Declan in the 6, but that's a different conversation in the 8. I agree with you. I don't like Declan Rice in the 8, if I'm being sort of totally honest. And that left 8, again, I've almost sort of got no real contest. I like Kobbie Mainoo. He's been a bit of fresh air, isn't he? Yeah,
Mikel Moreno in there.
No chance, mate. I wouldn't even have him on the bench for Arsenal. He's absolute useless, mate. He's pants, mate. And we paid 35.
This one's going to cause debate, though. This next one, though, I can't like. So we've got Mainu in the midfield now, yeah? You said that, Mainu in the Rice. This one's going to cause debate, though, because this is actually saying that the fan bases love to have a debate on. I don't ever participate in it because I think they're both shit. I think they're both average. Yeah, I think they're both some of the most overrated players I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, and it's Martin Odegaard and Bruno Fernandes. I think they're both trash. Yeah. But I don't know if you'd want to put Odegaard. I'd concede Odegaard. I would. I'd put Odegaard in ahead of Bruno because I just think Odegaard can at least keep the ball. Things like that. Whereas Bruno can't retain anything. Couldn't retain his teeth. You know what I'm saying?
It depends what way you sort of want to go, really, innit? It's sort of tricky. And by that, I mean, if you want a goal sort of out of nowhere or even sort of a goal, I think you maybe go sort of Bruno Fernandes, because whilst you say, he's a bit of a strange sort of player, but he does and he can get you sort of goals out of nothing. Whereas Martin Odegaard, he's not really sort of known for his goals. But the only difference with that is, he makes things tick over for Arsenal, I don't know about this combined 11, but if there's sort of anyone I'd put my mortgage on in terms of unlocking that door, making that final sort of pass with a work rate, especially, going in with it, it would be Odegaard. It's sort of a tricky one, really. I can't really sort of put my finger on which one I prefer. I think it's just going to be one of them. Maybe the Manchester United fan would go for the Bruno Fernandes, and maybe the Arsenal one would go for Martin Odegaard. Do you know what I mean? But I sort of totally agree with what you're saying. I mean, none of them are absolutely world-class bangers that you almost can't have without.
I can see the Odegaard. I can't lie. I think at least Odegaard can keep the ball. You know what I'm saying? At least he has a decent touch. Whereas Bruno spends 3 seconds trying to fucking trap the ball and he just can't trap it. So that's why he's spamming most of the time. You'll see today how many times he gets pressed. I guarantee Arteta targets him in the press and he'll just sit there and spam the ball into Rashford every single time. Does it all the time. Yeah, so I'll put Odegaard in. Right wing, that's a shoe-in. That is a shoe-in. I can't lie. That is a definitely shoe-in.
Yeah.
That's just, it's Bukayo Saka. You see what I mean? Ahmad's been brilliant, but Bukayo Saka.
He has been good though, isn't he, Diallo? I've been watching sort of a lot of him. I don't know about one of the tapes. Was it that side sort of said saying that he's the Ghanaian Lionel Messi? I think
no. He's not the Ivorian. He's not the Ivorian Messi.
That's the one. Yeah.
Messi's the Argentinian Ahmad. Messi's the Argentinian Ahmad. That's what he is, bro.
Was it? Yeah, I know he said some weird shit, man.
Yeah. Ahmad's been very good, but no, Bukayo Saka's Bukayo Saka, bro. He's He's been the best attacker in the league this season. Him or Palmer, maybe.
You know what I think as well? Just for touching on Bukayo Saka just quickly, I reckon what would get him to the next level. He's obviously got the talent and sort of whatnot, but I reckon if he was to be a little bit more selfish and arrogant, you know, if he got that arrogance about him, because everyone sort of says he's such a nice guy, isn't it? You know, I think if he started turning into a bit of arrogance, exactly right. You know, instead of being Mr. Nice, I think if he was to just be, you know what I mean, that more arrogant, a bit more.
He does that against Liverpool, and other teams. But when he plays when he played Man City away, he doesn't go out there and go, fuck me, I'm the best player on the pitch. He doesn't think that. And that's what he needs to think. Same with Ahmad. I've been saying that for years, for a year. I said, when Ahmad realizes how good he is, then you'll see the player he is, because they need to have that arrogance. Look at Ronaldo. Ronaldo literally started a war with Messi, or a rivalry with Messi for years, just because he thought he was better than Messi. That's literally what he deluded himself so badly. We all knew he wasn't better than Messi, but he deluded himself so much into thinking he was better than Messi that he managed, when he played Messi, he scored goals. He'd been Champions League. He beat him to league titles. He took Ballon d'Ors off him. But Bukayo Saka needs to do that. He needs to just say, I'm the best player on the pitch, and delude himself. Exactly. And then, same with Ahmad. They all need to do that. You need that attack. The best attackers all have that. They all have that. I'm going to do something today. You know how bad I'm playing, I'm going to do something today.
Spot on, man.
Yeah, right. Bukayo Saka, right wing. Left wing, to be fair, I'd go Rashford. But, I mean, maybe you could put Trossard or Martinelli forward. I mean, I think, it's a mid-off. Trossard's a decent player. But, I'm not putting Garnacho. I'm not putting... he's played trash, but he did score in the last 2 games that he's played in. But he has played shit, yeah. He is dog shit. Like, he's awful.
Left wing, we're not blessed, are we? Either of us, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, Rashford's one of them funny ones, you know, like he'll have a 25 goal a season campaign and then he'll go missing for 2 and then he'll have another 25. You know, it's a bit funny of him, but Trossard, he's been a bit off the boil. Martinelli's been absolute trash for 18 months. I knew when we said about doing the 11, there was a few, that left-hand side, it's almost inarguable for me, really. I've got no one to put through, you know. I think there's stinky players I can put through. I'm quite happy to have a bit of Rashford in there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd go Rashford left wing. I think Rashford, as much as he is average, I do think at least he can produce a moment. Well, to be fair, so could Trossard, to be fair, but yeah, I'd probably put Rashford. Maybe you could put Trossard actually, but maybe you could put Trossard in the 9. I don't know, because this is again apart from Saka, bro. This is actually awful. This front four.
The front three
is awful. It's so bad.
It's not great, is it, mate? You know what I mean? This is Arsenal, Man United.
Yeah, you used to have Bergkamp and that, bro, in the background. Now you got Joshua Zerkamp and that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's that all about, man?
Zerbatov and that. You know what I mean?
That's no good, mate. Listen, I grew up, watching for us, obviously, Ljungberg, Vieira, Bergkamp, Henry, and watching you guys have Beckhams, Ronaldo's, Giggs, Berbatov, Tevez, Scholes, Rooney. Come on, we keep sort of going on and on for them attackers, and look what we've got to choose from now. Aside from that, maybe right-hand side for us, we're talking about Martinelli's and Garnachos and Hoylund's and Havertz's, man. What a drop-off from both of us. There's actually a wake-up.
Yes, have Perez and Giggs, and now you got Garnacho, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'd say. That's what when they try and tell me I have to rate Garnacho, I'm like, bro, I even me as a United fan, I see Martial, who's miles better than him. Martial's a miles better footballer than Garnacho, miles better than him. Martial used to just pass the ball into net every time. Garnacho just balloons it everywhere. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know who we're going to put forward, because I wouldn't want to put Højlund or Xerxes in. I know Xerxes had a good game against Everton, but I need to see more of that than just to put him in a starting 11. But then Kai Havertz is average, like average. He just scores tap-ins and headers and that. Cool, but he's average. Like, let's not. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'd be embarrassed to put Gabriel Jesus and all. Like, I'd just
I would have put Jesus in that 2 years ago. Let's play it before his knee injuries and all that.
Yeah. This is the truth. I think this is just a roll of the dice on which one embarrasses us least.
I just put Havertz. I just put Havertz in. I'd put Havertz in. He's, at least he can get 15 league goals or something in an Arsenal shirt. He'll probably get around that. But yeah.
That forward line, man. We need to work on that, don't we, as a club?
Yeah, you do. We need to work on ours. We need about 5 attackers. Ineos. That's why we're linked with a load of attackers. Ineos' main objective is definitely attackers. Because our attack stinks. Please, God Almighty, we don't get a player like Kai Havertz. I mean, if you lot want, listen, speaking of Rashford, if you lot want our cast off, I know you like Arteta can fix him and all that. So, you can maybe fix Rashford and Garnacho, 50 million from each.
He loves a project, doesn't he? Yeah.
He
wouldn't surprise me, bro.
He can fix him.
I know he's like a woman, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He wants a fella, just wants to fix him up into the mold.
Yeah, no, or the man that wants to fix her. You know what I mean? She's gone around sleeping with everybody. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? She's cheating all of her ex-men. She's like, no, but don't mind. This one's different.
You want to make a hoe a housewife and all that, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? What's going on?
Exactly, bro. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I think that's it. So we got Onana in goal. We had Timber at right back, Saliba and Gabriel at centre backs, Mazraoui at left back, Partey at DM, Mainu in the midfield, Odegaard as well, Saka on the right, Havertz up top, and Rashford on the left. I think that's 4 United players and 7 Arsenal players, maybe 5. I don't know. I didn't really count them to my head, but
you got 5, 4 in there, 4 or 5,
4 or 5, yeah. Onana, Mazraoui, Mainu, and Rashford are 4.
Yeah.
4, 7 to 4. I don't think that's actually anything outrageous.
Nah.
I think even deluded Arsenal fans probably put about at least 2 United players in. I don't think you're that clear of us in terms of squad quality of players. Hence why we win more than you. But yeah. Cheers all for watching. Do subscribe if you're new. Make sure you subscribe to Arsenal X Rated. And yeah, like the video. Cheers. Big up to Aaron. Big up to you.
Big up, man. Like and sub.
Yeah.